Hi, welcome everyone. I'm going to give everybody just a moment to get on here. Everybody having a good Wednesday? Okay, well, I think we are ready to start our live. Well, welcome. My name is Cherie with Messina Inn in Wimberley, Texas. I have been in the hospitality industry for over 10 years. I am a certified wedding coordinator and have been the venue manager and property manager at Messina Inn since we opened in 2017. We are going to be doing a live Safe Facebook series about planning a Texas Hill Country wedding. During the series, we'll be covering topics like florals, DJ, entertainment, and wow factors. First off, congratulations on your engagement. Now let's dive in to budget and guest count, which are going to be the first two items you need to establish. Building out your guest list and outlining your budget will help you along the way when researching and selecting vendors. The average wedding in Texas costs $30,000. So with that being said, on our planning journey, we will be using the budget of $30,000 and the guest count of 100. Let's start planning. One of the first things you're going to be doing is selecting a venue. For our planning purposes, we are going to say that we have a total of $9,000 to spend on a venue. There will be four key factors we will discuss today: style, packages, full wedding weekends, and booking your venue. When it comes to style, first, let's talk indoor-outdoor. You might be considering an indoor venue because you're concerned about the weather or you want a black tie formal event. These are all great things to note down when you're in the depths of your search. Keep in mind, an outdoor event can be very beautiful and just as classy. Plus, you can immerse yourself in the beauty of nature on your wedding day. There are some weather and decor considerations for both options. Regarding weather, outdoor weddings are more susceptible to weather conditions, requiring a backup plan in case of rain, extreme heat, or unpredictable weather changes. Although tenting can be a great solution. On the other hand, indoor venues offer climate control, reducing the impact of external weather conditions. Decor options for outdoor weddings may leverage the surroundings, requiring minimal decor. However, couples may choose to enhance the space with floral arrangements, arches, or lighting. Indoor venues provide a blank canvas for couples to customize and decorate according to their vision, without being as reliant on the natural elements. Another key factor with an outdoor wedding is are you creating the space or selecting an outdoor venue? My friend was planning an outdoor wedding on one of her family's properties. This meant everything had to be rented: arches, chairs, tables, restrooms, you name it. She found that it was actually more budget and logistically sound to go with an outdoor venue that already had all those items. Also, in regards to style, you'll want to consider if the ceremony will be hosted at a church or will be at a venue as well. When we talk about style, what's the overall design of the space? Here in the Hill Country, we have barns, we have modern and industrial spaces, hotels and banquet halls, country clubs, historic spaces, museums, vineyards, villas, and everything in between. Sometimes we have been on a bride short list of venues solely because we have on-site accommodations. Even though the other venues may differ from us aesthetically, we all have overnight accommodations. The same thing may go for a garden style venue. You might have a garden style ceremony location, but the building's aesthetics may be different. Take a moment and jot down what key style components you are looking for in a venue. And if you're here live with us today, please share in the comments your thoughts. All right, let's dive into packages. This can be one of the most perplexing parts on researching vendors because everybody has a different package. Most of the time, you're not comparing apples to apples on your venue search. Make sure to ask these questions when you go on venue tours. Number one, what is the rental period? Meaning the allotted time at the venue. Are you getting the venue for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, or an entire weekend? The number of hours not only helps you develop your timeline, but also tells you things like when your vendors can arrive, when your ceremony and reception time can happen, how long you have for setup and tear down. What is the rain backup plan? Make sure you like both options and make a note if tenting is required because this will be an additional expense. 3. What rentals are included? Believe it or not, some venues do not include tables and chairs. 4. What tasks are the clients responsible for? This might be all setup and cleanup. If this is on you, you may need to do it. You may need to hire a vendor, or they might take care of it. So you need to know. What are their vendor requirements? This can affect your budget if the venue requires that you use specific vendors. Sometimes it means you have to spend a minimum with those vendors, or these vendors might be out of your price range. Other venues may have a preferred vendors list, which simply means that these are vendors they have vetted and worked with before. 6. What are the venue's bar requirements? This is another huge factor that we will dive into deeper in the catering section, but just be aware and ask what their alcohol policies are, who is serving it and providing it, etc. 7. Are there any additional fees? Additional fees may be added at the end of the contract that are not included in the initial pricing. Some of these may include cleaning fees, service fees, coordinator fees, and etc. Additional fees can drastically change your budget and vary from venue to venue. Now, you may have heard of all-inclusive packages, which are a great concept because they include so much. These type of packages are great, but they can be tricky to decipher. For some venues, all-inclusive could mean only things that they have in-house, like tables and chairs, napkins, and sometimes linens and decor. Other all-inclusive packages may include as much as a selection of vendors like DJ and cake, plus of all their in-house services. For example, at Messina Inn, our all-inclusive package includes the venue, cake, tables, chairs, linens, decor, bartending, catering, beverage package, DJ, florals, and all of our overnight accommodations for 2 nights. Does anybody have any questions about wedding packages? Great. One thing that is growing in popularity is a full wedding weekend concept. When I describe this to a couple, in a quick blurb, it's come spend the weekend with us. We have on-site accommodations, creekside ceremony sites, an open-air ballroom, breakfast, and more. A full wedding weekend can be several different settings like hotels, resorts, cabins, yurts, Airbnbs, just to name a few. You could start the weekend off with a welcome event such as drinks on the lawn or drinks at a local restaurant, followed by rehearsal and rehearsal dinner. Spending the weekend all in one place with your closest loved ones gives you an experience you will never forget. Being able to wake up on your wedding day, get your hair and makeup done, enjoy a mimosa with your bridal party, and not have to rush from point A to point B sure does appeal to a lot of people. Having a wedding weekend all in one place where you can sleep, relax, enjoy, and make memories. Don't forget the after party. Sometimes that may look like a local bar or just hanging out by the pool. Either way, it's a great way to wind down the night. A lot of couples are also including a farewell brunch the morning after the wedding, making this a well rounded weekend celebration. On to booking the venue. On average, most couples book their venue within 3 months of being engaged. Sometimes selecting a venue is love at first sight. That feeling when you get out of the car and you are on the property, just like when you get the dress. You know. Other times, it may be that you like two or three different venues, which case I suggest creating a spreadsheet to compare everything each venue has to offer and making note of the things that are important to you. For example, two venues may be very close in price, but one may include linen and decor and the other may include bartenders. So lining out what would make your life easier might help you make a decision. Now that you have selected and narrowed down two venues, what's next? You need to select a date, of course, but available dates. This may be a specific special date, and if it is, another question you should ask on your venue tours. Or it may be that you're flexible as long as it's within a particular month or season. Make sure to review the contract and all its details. Like I said before, keep an eye out for additional fees and pay close attention to deposits. Some venues require $500 down, and some require 20% down, and some up to 50%. 3. Look at the payment arrangements and know when your payments will be due. Always remember to check the cancellation policy. Chances are everything will be fine, but occasionally you might need to postpone or you might find another venue that you like better. So knowing what the policy is always a good rule of thumb. I hope that today has helped you on your planning journey and selecting your venue. Next week, we will be talking about photography and guiding you into choosing the perfect photographer. Until then, please comment live if you are here with us live and comment replay if you're watching this later. Thank you for letting me take time out of your day today and for sharing this live with you. We will see you next week.